Tall right-hander, former Cub Colin Ray, ready to start this ball game.
The big right-hander's got a very diverse mix. He throws sinkers, cutters, four-seamers, sweeper, a splitter, and a curveball. Fastball sits right around 92, 93 miles per hour. Big guy, 6'5", 220, 33 years old, a little over 4 years of major league service time under his belt. And he trots out there today with a 4-2 record and a 3.98 earned run average. Take a moment to gather himself on this picture perfect day here in Milwaukee. Roof is open. Can't play today, you can't play.
Mike Tauchman set to lead it off for Chicago.
And he finally gets the strikeout. 10-pitch at bat to start the ball game, and Colin Ray stuck with it, kept pounding the strike zone, and opens up his day with a K.
There's been a lot of swings and misses by the Cubs in this series, and here's another one.
So one out. Here's Ian Happ, and the switch hitter on the first pitch. Nice pick at second base, and there is out number 2. Bryce Terang continues to show Gold Glove form at second base.
Ian Happ starting to square up the baseball a little bit last couple of days. Hits it hard, but Bryce Terang got to hit to somebody else.
When you look at the numbers for both Ray and Tyone, they've been very good at neutralizing right-handed hitters. They've had issues with the lefties, so that's going to be a big part of the story.
That's drilled right field. Going back, Frelick turning and looking, and it's gone. Cody Bellinger, a home run, and the Cubs get on the board in the first. 1-0 on a belly bomb. And that is number 8 for Cody. He hadn't homered in 17 games. And now he goes yard, and the Cubs break that string of going scoreless in the first.
Talking about Cody heating up here lately, and I was just about to say the only thing that I haven't seen is some slug, and all of a sudden, boom, just like that. And he's allowed 8 home runs this year. 7 of them have come to left-handed batters.
Christopher Morel is the hitter. 0 for 10 in this series. Did drive in a run yesterday. Fly ball to center. That's going to be in the ballpark as Perkins, a few steps in. Much easier play than any of them he had in last night's game. Retires Morel and the Cubs in the first. Well, the Brewers are chasing a run as they hit for the first time against Jamison Tyone this afternoon. Tidy ERA of just above 2.5 in 7 starts this year. 6 scoreless innings against the Brewers earlier this month. Terang searching for his first hit of the series. He's 0 for 8. Is outside, ball 4. Leadoff base runner for the Brewers against Tyone as Contreras comes up.
William Contreras hitting second behind Terang today. He's a little nicked up today, as catchers will be throughout the course of the year.
On the ground to third, backhanded Morel to second for 1. Harder to first, 2. A double play, and well done by Christopher Morel around the horn. 5-4-3.
A ton of speed on this Milwaukee team, but William Contreras does not run well.
2 out of 11 in the series for Yelich. Both of his hits coming in last night's 10-6 win over Chicago.
Strike 3 call, got him looking. Surprising that Yelich on a pitch just prior took one just out of the strike zone, would let another one go.
Adames riding an 8-game hitting streak, 2 for 3 yesterday.
There's Adames, that is down, a base hit. Thinking about 2, over to make the play is Happ. Throw comes in late. Adames with a double. A 9-game hitting streak. And he starts the second inning with an extra base hit.
He's really staying on that baseball well, staying there long enough to be able to get a piece of that sweeper.
Adames is among league leaders in doubles. That moves him into a tie for second.
Adames in scoring position. First hit for Milwaukee. Nobody out. Second inning. Jake Bauers the batter.
Another cue shot. Swanson coming in and makes the play calmly. Good play by the Cubs shortstop. Adames will advance to third, and 1 away for the Brewers.
Well, that just goes to show you, runs have been tough to come by for the Cubs, and they want to keep these games a low-scoring game if possible. So they're willing to try to cut down this run at the plate.
Fly ball left field. Happ gets behind it. Adames back to tag. Catch is made. Throw coming home. It is not in time. We're tied 1-1. So sacrifice fly for Gary Sanchez. We told you contact was going to be paramount, and just far enough to get it out to left field. Ian Happ with a remarkable throw to the plate on 1 hop. Not in time to get Adames, though. Station to station baseball for the Brewers. Sal Frelick, a run in, 2 outs and nobody on. Ground ball towards the middle, through base hit. 2-out single for Sal Frelick. Got jammed on that fastball in, but strong enough to get it through the middle and extend the inning to Joey Ortiz.
Now you'll have to look at this Brewer club with some of these guys. Is very athletic. You got to look at Frelick and see if he will be off and running here with 2 outs.
And a soft liner that's down and into the corner it goes. Frelick on his way to third, going to try to score. Here comes a throw from Happ. Frelick, he's safe. What a slide. Frelick flying around the bases. Just got a hand in there. And it's an RBI double for Joey Ortiz. It's 2-1 Brewers.
Just out of the reach of Morel. He came within inches of catching that baseball. Sal Frelick never slowed down. He knew Jason Lane was going to send him with 2 outs by Jason Lane. And the Brewers able to take a lead.
Blake Perkins, who got a nice ovation as he was introduced, thinking he had his best game as a big leaguer. He would agree. Yesterday, not only did he save 2 runs with a home run saving catch, he then hit a 2-run homer. And he sends that one to center field, a base hit. Ortiz around third, he'll score. And it's 3-1 Brewers, and Blake Perkins keeps it rolling. The bottom of the order doing some damage here in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, first hit for the Brewers, that was not with 2 strikes. And the Brewers with a 3 spot here in the 2nd inning. Boy, they can rack up some multi-run innings, can't they?
Perkins with 18 runs batted in. He has found a new gear in his game.
That one off the glove of Gary Sanchez on ball 4. Bush will take his base. So now the Cubs in business, 1st and 2nd. And with 1 out, the batter will be Nico Horner.
1-1, ground ball to third. Big hop for Ortiz to second for 1. Terang's turn to first in time. How about that? That's even better. A 5-4-3 double play. Ray induces it, and the Brewers get out of it. Seiya Suzuki is pinch hitting here.
Yeah, it feels like the Brewers have kind of stumbled onto something here with Brian Hudson. Just a handful of major league appearances prior to this year, and he's been lights out.
In the air, left field. That one back. Yelich at the wall. Gone! Off the bench, Seiya Suzuki, a 2-run pinch hit homer, and we're starting over, tied at 3.
One of Craig Counsell's looking over at his old buddy Pat Murphy and winking, saying, I was ready for you. You brought in your guy. I brought Suzuki off the bench, and my guy beat your guy.
Feels like there's more of a tendency to hang one when you're staring at the go-ahead run at third base. That's a pitch that regularly goes into the dirt. See if Terang can catch a mistake here.
Curveball tapped out in front of the mound. Liner off the mound. Fields jumps to first. Not in time. Terang beat it out. A swinging bunt out in front of the mound. It scores Perkins, and the Brewers have a 4-3 lead.
Well done, Blake Perkins. Base hit, and his speed gives the Brewers a lead.
Just not seeing the ball that well. See if Christopher can pick up this left-hander, put a big swing on the ball, and hit one out of here.
That's drilled right field. Well struck. Frelick back. Frelick at the wall. We are tied. Christopher Morel fired up. Hadn't homered in his last 15 games, and it is 4-4. JD, how far did it travel?
Far enough. 396 feet. Shake the dice.
Worst case scenario for the Brewers right there. Anything but that.
Game on the line in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tyson Miller comes in out of the Cubs bullpen. He's given up just 4 hits and no runs. He faces Gary Sanchez, inherits a runner at third base.
Brewers trying to salvage something out of this inning. Sanchez, high fly ball, center field. Tauchman is back. Tauchman's at the wall, and Gary does it again. Another 8th inning 2-run homer puts the Brewers in front. Maybe John Sterling was right. Gary is scary. And the Brewers lead it 6-4.
Well, he got a sweeper and he hit it hard. Off the back wall in center. Just another day at the office for Gary Sanchez. Wow.
What a moment.
Man.
One more out to get, and Patrick Wisdom is striding to the plate for Chicago. Ground ball softly hit. Charging. Ortiz throws to first. Got him! Ball game over. And the Brewers have taken 3 of 4 in the series from Chicago.